Barber. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
180. Sit hard. 180.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
35-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
180.
Jackson. And taken in, it's Tez Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Baltimore.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Here we go.
They bring the tight end in motion. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through.
That is Hunt. What a throw. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
180.
Now it's Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Raven 1st down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down. And this one might not stand up.
On one, ready? Ready? Ready, shot.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's to his tight end, Jawan Johnson. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Third down and 3.
Hey, up!
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have the Ravens first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3. But that mark shows. First down. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. At the 40-yard line. Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Played close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on! Ready? Sit on! Sit on!
From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Baltimore. The 11-yard line.
Sit on! Sit on! Sit on!
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Flush to his right.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. Now Jackson, this a design run. He will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. That ties the game. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, Why not use them, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Past midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run, and they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bengals.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Gun.
Once again, it's Pacheco. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And he's in! Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. His 6th touchdown now for the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
180. 180.
Drive will start on the ground. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore. A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow now. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and it just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Burrow. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
Let's get set. Stop.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
They bring Chase in motion.
180. Stop.
A run now on 2nd down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd down, 3 to go.
11 MT. Gun.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return. It's 1st down, and they'll run. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And his left side is caught by Fowler. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
Jackson going to give it up with a pop pass. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Second and 10. Jackson now. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Here's Walker. Touchdown, Ravens. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Ravens move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Bengals 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
180. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow here on second down. Out to his right. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his third and 10. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
Let's get set. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. Down the right sideline. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1 yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 33 yards. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal.
Stop. 180. Stop.
Pacheco. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Here we go.
One more time with Pacheco. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Here we go. Here. 11, mighty. 11. 180. 180. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Where you make your mark in the NFL playing quarterback, Mike, is anyone can operate from a clean pocket. But how good are you when that thing gets a little muddy? And this is an NFL-type throw. You're down here. You're looking for a touchdown tight in the red zone. You're in the face of pressure. You've got to hold it for just an extra second to let that route come open. Not everybody can do that. In this case, he hangs in there, delivers it on the money, and comes away with a big touchdown.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
We changed it.
A first down throw for Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. So, from the 36, it is first and 10.
And the Baltimore first down.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. It's going to be third. They need one. Again, it's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Raven first down. Jackson up top again. Open man, and that's Bateman downfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Jackson. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Second down. Jackson exiting the pocket right. He'll tuck it and take off. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's get set. Stop.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Stop.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Burrow, little shovel ahead to the receiver. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
A give here to Pacheco. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here we go. 11 MT. Hey. 11 MT. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Second down. Burrow. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
180. Place hot. Hot. 12. Hot.
Burrow. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
They open downfield on the crossing route, and they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 11.
Here now, second down and goal.
Here we go. Dot. 180. 11 MT. 11 MT. Dot.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Real quick, ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Gun.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second and 9.
Here we go. 11. Cut.
Here's Burrow. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. They get 22 yards there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
This one deep downfield for Chase. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up to third and 3.
Here we go. Cut.
Now, Burrow. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
On first and 10, Jackson. That one incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Jackson. He finds Johnson across the field. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Baltimore, first down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on that return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
11, it's just set.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Quick throw, taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
46-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Robinson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
this one up on the ground. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Big time stop there, Mike, on third down. Now it sets up a fourth down decision for this head coach. Do I want to be aggressive and extend this drive, or am I content just sending out my field goal unit and trying to make this all square? I think at this stage in the second half, tie the game up. Hopefully my defense can get me the ball back and find a way to win here in the second half.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Jackson now. That's taken in. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Throwing Jackson. On the run to the right. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Ravens. 3 touchdowns for the game, his first 3 of the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Gun. Cut. 11 Thomas. Cut.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Right, 80. Cut.
They'll drop to throw. Try and set up the tight end screen. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Here is 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They're called in at the 2. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. And it's left side and caught by Flower. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Second down, Jackson. That's caught by Walker. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now, a big 3rd down. They'll run. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Baltimore. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. The clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. Jackson. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to